Very good morning, students. Welcome back to second year physics. In the previous class, actually we finished about a related to the some definitions on the basis of hysteresis, and as well as we also started about a terrestrial magnetism, or we can also call geomagnetism. So now again once again I will explain you terrestrial or geomagnetism. It is, we can say, geomagnetism. This is the question. Now come to the point is, now I will tell you, you take a needle, the needle is which is suspended. It is a geomagnetism is nothing but a, or terrestrial magnetism is nothing but a, it is a branch of physics, and which related or which about a study of the magnetism or earth magnetism is nothing but a, we can call terrestrial or geomagnetism. Now in this terrestrial or geomagnetism is if the magnets are suspended freely in the direction of north and south. Geographical north, you take geographical north, and this is the geographical south. Therefore the needle is suspended in the plane of a horizontal component of earth magnetic field. We can also call as BH. These terms are very important, and you remember also. If the needle suspended, therefore the needle will comes to rest in the direction of north south. So that you remember, there will be a, I told you very clear, the needle is comes to rest and there is a magnetic axis of the magnet which makes an angle. It is an axis. Which axis? Magnetic axis you say, right? Which makes an angle theta, or we can say I, or we can say it is a dip angle delta also. These all are related to the dip angle. This magnetic axis is makes an angle theta with the horizontal component of earth magnetic field or geomagnetic field. That is, we can call theta, or we can call I, or we can call delta, or related to angle of dip. And you remember, see, I want to tell you about a geographical axis. The geographical axis is nothing but it is a straight line which passing through the horizontal component of earth magnetic field, that we can call about a geographical axis. It is a straight line, right? And your magnetic axis is nothing but the straight line which passing through the bar magnet or needle. The line we can call magnetic axis. And geographical magnetic meridian, that is the vertical plane, the imaginary vertical plane which passes through the center of the horizontal component of earth magnetic field, which we can call geographical magnetic meridian. And here a magnetic meridian also is there, bar magnet, magnetic meridian. It is a vertical plane which passes through the center of the magnet, we can call as the magnetic meridian. These are the statements, you remember all this. That I'll tell you, if a magnetic needle is, actually it is free to rotate. You know, the needle will be free to rotate in a given plane. So that the needle will comes to rest, automatically it comes to rest in the direction of a horizontal component of earth magnetic field, and their axis which makes an angle theta with the earth component, earth magnetic field. And you take different places, the needle is carried to different places and it is makes an angle, different angles. Suppose if I placed it in a pole, therefore that at a vertical pole, that needle is makes an angle, it is equal to 90 degree. This is very important. Earth magnetic field vertically, it is at a magnetic pole is, we can say delta is equal to 90 at a pole. Delta is equal to 90 at poles it is. And here come to the point is, if I go for the equator, so that at an equator what will happen, it makes an angle 0. This is the dip angles. It is at an equator you see, right? At an equator, and it is at a pole. So the needle is carried to different places. Therefore the needle is makes an angle, different angles, that is with the axis of geographical magnetic field. Like it is, we can call as the about a terrestrial magnetism or geomagnetism. Let I want to say about this declination is one, and here it is, we can say magnetic inclination or dip angle. This all inclination, dip angles, or another one is there declination. It is inclination, another one declination is there. See, I want to say, let us you take two magnetic meridians. One we can say about a earth magnetic meridian is one, one more is a magnetic meridian is one. I want to show you diagram. Let us, this is the vertical plane of the magnet. It is a magnetic meridian you call, magnetic meridian, north it is. And here another plane you take, it is you write as magnetic meridian. Meridian it is. And here another one you take, geographical meridian, that is earth component, right? You take as the earth geographical magnetic meridian. Yes, you say, which is geographical south it is, and it is geographical north. So this we can call as the earth magnetic meridian or horizontal component of earth magnetic field. BH also we can call horizontal component of earth magnetic field. And here you give as some number, it is some names. You give names are A like P, Q, R, S. P, Q, R, S. And here it is a Q dash and it is you say R dash. Of course, declination and inclinations are nothing but there will be a declination. There is an angle between the two components. This is we can call declination. That is, the declination is nothing but the small angle between the magnetic meridians. That is magnetic meridian and geographical meridian. At a place is called a magnetic declination. There is a small angle between the magnetic meridian and as well as the geographical meridian, that we can call declination, D. This is the declination. Capital D is defined as, it is to be there is an angle subtended between the two meridians. The small angle is subtended between the two meridians. One is the magnetic meridian, one more is the geographical meridian, which we can call declination. And come to the point is, there will be another angle is there, that is we can say, see, there is an angle between the two, that is the resultant magnetic induction, that you say BH. It is the BH, or we can say capital R. There is a resultant magnetic induction. The angle which is defined as the total earth magnetic field, capital R or BH, makes within a horizontal line of magnetic meridian. This is capital R, or we can say BH. We can call as the resultant. It is resultant magnetic induction or magnetic field. So which makes an angle with the magnetic meridian delta, or we can also call it is I. That's what we can call angle of dip angle it is, or we can say it is, we can also call inclination or magnetic dip angle it is. So that it makes an angle, no? Therefore this can be resolved as two components. One we can say horizontal component, yes, which is along a horizontal direction. One more we can say vertical component. And use this, you draw a one like, yes, which we can take as a like this. So which is making an angle delta, no? Therefore the horizontal component is we can call as capital H, which we can also write as, it is capital H, we can write as R cos I, or we can write BH cos I, or we can also write cos delta also, no problem. Anyone you write, delta is declination, right? And here, what about vertical? Your vertical is nothing but you say R sin I, or you want to write here R cos, R sin delta it is the vertical component. So there are two components. One we can say horizontal component, capital H and capital V. Therefore you write as the horizontal component and the vertical component. Sir, this dip angle how we can measure? This dip angle can be measured by using a dip circle. There is a one circle is there, there is a one instrument is there. This angle we can get by using a dip circle. This is a very important. Dip circle is used to measure the dip angle or angle of dip. We can measure by using this instrument. Dip circle is the instrument which used to measure the dip angle. Now I want to say horizontal component of earth magnetic fields we can write as two. One we can say horizontal component of earth magnetic field, that is capital H is equal to R cos delta, and vertical component is V is equal to R sin I. So these are the two. Let us you take like this, both you square and add. H square plus V square is equal to R cos whole square plus R sin I whole square. See, better this give as 1 and 2, that is square and add. Therefore, h square plus v square is equal to r square. It is r is equal to root over, we can say h square plus v square. This is the resultant magnetic induction which making an angle to be like this. Clear? So it is about what we can see related to the dip angles. And come to the point is, better you divide this to 2 divided by 1 will get the dip angle, right? So that here r sin I by r cos I is equal to, that is v by h. That is v is nothing but a vertical, h is nothing but a horizontal. So tan delta or tan I is equal to v by h. So we can also write as tan delta in terms of delta v by h. This is we can call true dip, which we can call as the true dip. That is, we can say it is a true one. The angle which is we can call true angle. Of course, we have other also, that is about a related to like apparent dip. Sir, what is mean by apparent dip? That apparent dip is nothing but if a dip circle is used to measure the dip angle, no? Dip circle is used to measure the dip angle. So that that circle is placed at any place. At any place, therefore, the dip circle is placed along the direction of a horizontal component of earth magnetic field. Therefore, in that also the needle is make some angle. So that we can, the angle that we can call as the true dip. That angle we can call as apparent dip. So that apparent dip is nothing but a delta 1, you say delta 1. Like we have other expressions which related to what? It is about a objective concept. So not required right away. It is only just we need to say about a true dip, that is a dip angle delta or I. So this is related to the about a our terrestrial magnetism. Is it clear? So that on this basis, let us we have some problems. We'll see the problems. Then after, we'll see. Right? Yeah. Open the material again. So there is a question is given. That is the page number. You take 240 page number. Page number 240, because on this basis they are asking 2 very short answers from this chapter, no? So that without fail you read all the very short answers and come to the question number 4. Explain the element of earth magnetic field and sketch the following relationship between the vertical component and horizontal component of dip. So you go through this question and there are declination is given, statement, angle of dip is given, horizontal component is given, vertical component is given. You draw this diagram, or else in our material is given the diagram, you want to draw this also, no problem, your wish. This is the one question. Now we'll see the other questions on this basis, because our chapter almost is finished. That's what I am looking into the textbook. If any questions are there, then I'll tell you that questions. Yeah, there is a question. Page number, you open the page number 247 on the basis of this dip angles. Right. Page number 247. Question number is, I think so, 7. Read question thoroughly and write given data. See this? Question is 7th question, 247 page number. Question number is 7. So the horizontal component of earth magnetic field at a certain place is given. That is, horizontal component BH is equal to 2.6. Right? 2.6 into 10 power minus 5 Tesla is given, right? The angle of dip is given 60 degree. You said delta or theta, whatever it is. What is the magnetic field of the earth at that location? Is asking at the location of earth magnetic field is asking. Only H is given, right? Is asking what now? BH is asking. This is the horizontal component is given. H is given, is asking BH. There is a relation, just now I told you, H is equal to BH. It is cos delta or theta. BH, or we can also call or cos theta, right? Any one you take, or delta also, no problem. Now you write as this R is equal to H by cos theta. So we know H value is given as 2.6. Yes, supposed to write 2.6 into 10 power minus 5 by cos 60, of course. The 60 value will be, we can take as 1 by 2. So capital R is equal to 2.6 into 10 power minus 5 by 1 by 2. So this maybe answer is 4. It is 2.6 into 2 into 10 power minus 5. The resultant magnetic induction or horizontal component is will be, it is 3.2 into 10 power minus 5 Tesla. This is the given question on the basis of related to the this geographical magnetism, or we can say terrestrial magnetism. On this basis there is a question, right? Yeah, there is another question is there on the same basis. See the page number. There are two questions are given. 251, page number 251. Look at the page number 251. Question number 8.10. 8.10. Read question and do it. Write given data and do it thoroughly. Yes, go for the question. 251, page number. Question number is 8.10. Read question. A magnetic needle free to rotate in a vertical plane parallel to the magnetic meridian as its north dip is pointing down at, that is 22 degree with the horizontal. There is a dip angle is given. Delta R I is equal to 22 degrees given. The horizontal component of earth magnetic field at that place is given. Horizontal component is given. H is equal to, you say, that is about a 0.35 G, or we can also write as BH. It is given in gigas, gas, no, 10 power minus 4 Tesla it is. Or else you keep it in the same way also, no problem, or you want to change also, no problem. Then what is asking? Determine the magnitude of earth magnetic field. Of course is asking B resultant. Capital H is equal to B into cos delta. So H is given as 335. B is asking cos 22 degree. We don't know this value, right? 0.35 into cos 22. See, of course here the value they should give. If not, then we cannot do anything. 0.35. This cos 22 value exactly we don't know. So final answer will get 0.377 Gauss. If we know the cos 22, then we can do, otherwise we cannot do anything. You keep it as it is, whatever the value is there, you keep like that only. Clear? This is the one question on the basis of this. Yeah, better you continue 8.11 also. Same question on the basis of this. Go through this. Read question 8.11. Question number 8.11. Read question. At a certain location in Africa, a compass point is 12 degree west of geographical north. West of geographical north. West of, yeah, this is west of geographical north, that is west to north. So here we should draw like this: east, west, north. This is like, this is given. The needle is making an angle 12 degree west of north it is. That is west to north. I told you related to the angles in first year. This is the very, very important, right? So the dip circle is placed in the plane of a magnetic meridian, points a 60 degree. So that dip circle is placed. There is a circle is placed, that is the instrument I told you, which makes an angle that is about a, this is we can call declination now, theta, or we can say d. This is the declination is given. Now there is a dip circle is measured an angle, delta is equal to 60 degree. This is the declination. So horizontal is asking what now? The horizontal component of earth magnetic field is given, that is capital H, or we can say BH is given as 0.16 gigas. Specify the direction and magnitude of earth magnetic field at the location. Yes, of course is asking both earth magnetic field location we have to see, and here also we have to find a capital B, that is the horizontal component of earth magnetic field. It is in a magnetic south and it is in a magnetic north. Mn it is, and it is given as declination, right? So now we know capital B is asking, of course we know there is a B is equal to capital H by cos delta. This B is given, or H is given as 0.16 by cos delta. Delta value is 60 degrees given. So B is equal to 0.16 into 1 by 2 is the 2. So that it is maybe 32 gas. So this is the, when it is given declination is like this and the dip circle is measured at dip angle is 60 degree, therefore the B will be horizontal component of earth magnetic, we can take as 0.32 gas. And here is also asking what? Say the direction, right? Here it is the vertical plane making a 12 degree west of north, so it is the horizontal direction. We can say the earth field is magnitude of 0.32 lies in a vertical plane of 12 degree. That horizontal component is lies along the direction of a Mn only, or Ms and Mn only, with a field is 0.32. This is the final conclusion of this question. We will see if any other questions, if I found, then I will tell you. Right, of course there are no questions, and you remember everyone, this chapter related to very short answers. They will ask you 2 questions from this chapter. Better you read all very short answers, as well as you need to finish this tabular form. I told you 239 page number, 238 page number, there are 3 tabular forms are there. Then you are supposed to finish these 3 tabular forms without fail. So that this is the chapter related to the magnetism, and matter is finished, related to the complete magnetism only. Clear, no? So we will continue with next chapter, with new chapter. I will come with new chapter in the next class, because this chapter is over. You read all very short answers. Thank you very much. We will see you in the next class.